I poured hot resin over ice, and the reaction was way crazier than I thought. Okay, so we know resin hates water. Ice is cold, solid water.
Really?
When you put the two together, is it gonna boil? Is it gonna crackle? Is it gonna explode? I don't know, and we're about to find out. But my plan is I'm gonna start small, ice cube, tiny amount of resin, we see what we get. And then possibly based on that, scale up, maybe do something bigger. And then I'm gonna challenge myself to actually make art out of what we end up with. I'm nervous, I'm excited, all at the same time. Let's do this. Safety first on this one. I have got my respirator on and I'm gloving up, which you should be doing anyway when you're working with resin, but especially here because I genuinely do not know what kind of reactions this experiment is about to give us. So for the resin, I have teamed up with Chem and I'm using the Rapido resin. For my very non-scientific logic, we're pouring resin on ice and I want something that sets fast. Anything slower, I feel like we'll end up with some molten stoop. And to give this like the best possible shot, I'm using the fastest curing resin, which is Rapido. And this one is mixed by weight. For the first attempt, I'm obviously going to use a very small amount of resin. Quick note, don't be alarmed if the hardener looks amber. That is completely and totally normal. Once it's mixed and cured, it actually sets into like an off-white color. And of course, you can add pigments and stuff on here. I'm not doing this because this is just a small batch experiment for now. Regular ice cube straight from my freezer and a plastic container and pouring the resin on the ice. Already it feels deeply wrong. Things on this channel are genuinely getting crazier by the video. Now you can see the resin is starting to thicken up and the color is shifting as it reacts. And I'm just scooping small amounts and placing it over the ice cube just to see what happens. And I'm doing it until it literally gets super thick.
A few moments later.
Now it's only been a few minutes and it's literally starting to expand. Like it has a life of its own. Like it almost looks like it's breathing, which is deeply unsettling, but also kind of amazing. At this point, I'm thinking like, how much more can it expand? Will it explode? Because that would be less than ideal. It honestly reminds me of like a cake baking in the oven, but like on super fast forward, like sped up cake bake. Watching it rise in real time is completely surreal. So it's been about 20-25 minutes and that was low-key terrifying and fun all at the same time. I think I'm going to get this out because it looks solid. I don't know what the underside's like. I should probably be expecting some water in there from the ice cube, but okay, that's out. Okay, I can literally hear water and ice in there. Okay, how do we get this out? I'm gonna poke a hole right here where there is one. There's literally water and ice in there. That is insane. I just want to get in there to see what's happened. Okay, but I have to say, observations wise, obviously we saw how big and foamy it got, almost alien-like, and I love that. This portion is more like foam and like almost like expanding foam. And this portion, which is probably where a lot of the moisture and water was, is a different kind of a texture. It's more like resin or plastic. But again, like I said, I want to see what happened in there. I wonder if I should cut it open. Just think of it as some sourdough bread. This is so weird. Okay, there is water coming out now. So, okay. Can you hear the crackle? That is insane. And that's our little ice cube there. It's made a little cavity, which is so fun. Why is this giving like asteroid and like alien energy to me? I am loving this experiment. I think now that I've seen what's kind of sort of happening, we're gonna level up and we're gonna make some, hopefully some intentional craters. And I might actually bring some fun ice in because we can actually get whatever cavities with ice we want, I think. So let's level this up.
We are gonna take things
to the next level.
So attempt number 2, bigger, better, hopefully. I'm feeling confident. For our eyes, I've gone with spheres, big spheres and a whole bunch of mini spheres, purely for vibes. I mean, we're going for alien, space rock, meteoroid, comet. I don't know. We're figuring out as we go. Now, last time using the plastic tub gave us like a smoother finish at the bottom and then like a little muffin top situation where it expanded. This time I wanted to be more free form, so I'm taking a cake tin, lining it with plastic, which hopefully I can then shape while the resin is still in there, still curing. I was about to mix up the resin, but then I thought, no, we are gonna be extra. So ice goes in. I then start to add some black glitter because obviously some black space gray mica powder and some of these gray mica flakes that I already have, throwing that in as well. I do realize I'm literally pouring glitter, mica and everything on ice. Like, I fully acknowledge how unhinged this is looking right now, but we're doing it and I'm doing it so you don't have to, or maybe you'll want to do this after this. I don't know. It's resin time and I again am mixing up Rapido resin, and I don't know if any of the glitter and all of the bits that we added, if it's going to do anything. Pouring the resin in, it is starting to expand. I decide I want to tie the plastic up together so we get like a nice curved uneven edge on this as well. So unfortunately the visuals on this aren't going to be as dramatic as the previous attempt, just because everything is happening inside the plastic and we can't see it, but hopefully the reveal is worth it. And in the meantime, it's playtime with Sky, and he wants to remind you to like, comment, sub, and he says thank you in advance for all the virtual treats you guys leave him in the comments. I literally don't know what to expect. Like, I know we did this before, but this one we just went crazy, so I don't even know. I can already see there's a lot of liquid, which I should probably drain before it goes everywhere. So let's get this open. It's been about half an hour, by the way, since we made this mess. Oh no, that went everywhere. Okay, I'm not very good at this. This is messy. This is so messy. Okay, it's a mess. So we're just going to embrace it now. I'm going to pull away some of the plastic. There is still chunks of water and ice in there. Literally can see an ice cube in there, but I low-key love it. You need to let that ice melt away, which will then kind of show these cavities, which is what I was going for, because I think it's definitely giving like space rock. We're going to lean into that direction and do some more stuff to it. But for now, we need to kind of let the ice melt and let the water drain out. But guys, I mean, even all of that glitter, you can see. I love that. I love that so much. It is so weird and interesting all at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna leave this to drain itself, let everything melt, and then we'll figure out what to do. Once everything dried and all of the ice had melted, it left behind these insane cavities, which is exactly what I was hoping for, and I'm obsessed. Now it is time to fully lean into a space rock vibe. So I'm grabbing this very old, very questionable copper gold acrylic paint, and I'm brushing it into the cavities for contrast, because I want to keep the surface dark, black, gray, but the cavities could definitely use a pop of color and contrast. Gold and black is forever. Nothing beats that combo. So some of the mica flakes and glitter that we added earlier on the ice did show up, but I do want some more in certain areas. So I'm going to add a few flakes here and there and lock them in with some UV resin. While I do that, I want to take a moment and thank Sheila. Thank you so much, Sheila, for liking, commenting, and supporting all of the chaos that goes on my channel here. It just means I can keep bringing you more. Then I have grabbed some gold and pearl mica powder, and I'm literally just using my fingers to give some subtle highlights here and there. So again, mostly dark and moody, but a little bit of shimmer never hurt anyone, even in outer space. I believe the aliens would totally approve. I am genuinely obsessed with this experiment. I mean, who knew that resin and ice together would create something like this? I mean, you can see all of those glitter pockets, the mica flakes, the craters, the texture, you guys, and all of that texture and visual interest. I mean, I can't even deal with it. Like, I mounted it on this stand, and honestly, this could live in a gallery. Like, it just needs like a super sophisticated, out of this world, spacey name, but this could be in a gallery as a dramatic little piece sitting there because it is insanely cool. Huge thank you to Elicam for partnering with me on this and sending me the Rapido resin. I'm going to link everything in the description for you guys and my discount codes. And apparently when you mix resin and ice, you get something straight out of outer space. I mean, who knew? And now my brain is wondering if we should use a resin and ice and make a crystal geode. So leave me ice geode in the comments if you want me to try that. I hope you've enjoyed this experiment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you've enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will like these two, so go check them out.